Hey, what's up, YouTube channel? This is Tars down again, and this is that Go Hard or Go Home channel. All right, today I'm gonna be talking about the 9 signs of narcissism and how they're affecting dating and especially in the Western world. Okay, uh, if you don't know me and you're new here, this is one of your first videos. I watched a lot of the Manosphere and stuff like that, and I try to help people solve some of these issues that they have in there. They could probably have already been solved, but people are just playing around and joking and talking and making money off people. So let's try to get some real help. I think this video today will be a good video for a man or a woman to watch because I think that everybody in America and in Western dating deals with a very high amount of narcissism, and I think it's happening from both ends. So I'm gonna be explaining that today. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this. Y'all make sure y'all hit like, subscribe, and share. We'll talk about it again more into the video. So here we go. I got behind it, this guy behind me on the thing here. I've got the 9 traits of narcissism, personality disorder. All right, we're gonna talk about those real quick. Let me tell y'all this. The reason I started looking this type of stuff up is because I started understanding that you got so-called the two sides of this thing: the woman side, the man side, feminism versus red pill manosphere, wherever the fuck that is. But on both sides of it, the people are self-serving. All right. I didn't see how any of that was ever gonna make any kind of progress. So I started to do some research and I came out with this idea right here that the majority of the people in America are dealing with somebody that's a narcissist. All right, man or woman. Let's go over how. I'm gonna minimize this theme right here. We're gonna talk about the 9 traits, and I'm pretty sure here, guys and ladies, if there's any watching, that when we start going over this list, you probably can see the majority of people that you dated in your whole life, all right? Especially if you date only in America. People, narcissistic personality order disorder has these 9 basic traits and signs. It's a sense of self-importance. All right. I would go as far as to say everybody in America has this problem. Everybody has this problem a little bit, but some people got it more than others. All right. And it doesn't necessarily have to do with you just thinking, oh, you high and mighty, this and that. Okay, this can break down to like this right here. You got fast food workers that think they're supposed to get paid $20 an hour. All right, that's a very very inflated sense of self-importance. Okay, why? Because if we give you $20 an hour, what the fuck are we supposed to pay the postman? And what do we pay a soldier? If we give a guy who flips burgers $20 an hour, what do we pay a soldier? You see what I'm saying? So that sense of self-importance don't just show in relationship shit. It's showing in stuff like that in jobs and things like that. You got people that's at the low level of it and they thinking they should be this. No. It's delusion and being grandiose is also part of narcissism. What I'm doing now is trying to show y'all that the majority of y'all probably see this every day in America. And you just don't know that that's what it is. But they're breeding a lot of this here. Preoccupation with power, beauty, or success. We got that bad in America. Everybody's preoccupied with success, power. Uh, the big thing on the internet now is the high value man, high value woman thing. You see what I'm saying? The whole country is obsessed with all this type of junk. Pretty much in America, just to be honest with you. In America, if you don't look rich or you're not appearing rich, people think that you are stupid for even talking. Like a lot of times on this channel, I got people coming here telling me this and that and this and that. I'm never going, you don't know me, but I don't appear rich to you. So, you know what I'm saying? But they got a preoccupation with that, which is part of this thing. The next thing on that list is entitled. You can't tell me what, matter of fact, we just got done talking about being entitled with the sense of self importance. We just got done talking about that with the fast food worker thing. So you see, let's not talk about the dating part. When you got women thinking they're entitled to certain things, and guys being like, hell no, you got men and thinking that, oh, I'm entitled to certain things. You got women being like, no, you don't fit in that category. But entitlement is running rampant in this motherfucker because I think everybody in America pretty much has this. When I started dealing with people from this point of view, which we're gonna talk about that in a minute, it made it a lot easier, not just with friendships, but relationships also. Because you can deal with this junk, but you have to deal with it with a long handled spoon. That's why a lot of people are leaving the country and doing all the other junk, trying to find other ways. We're gonna get into that in a little bit later too, because like the guys got a way out, but with the women, no, because you can take this shit. You can't take this shit somewhere else. It don't work that way. Look, can only be around people who are important or special. That's big in America. You might not be around everybody important, but they gotta be kind of special to you. Most people don't. They're not interested in being around anybody who's not their immediate family or their immediate group of friends or somebody who's higher than them. I mean, I ain't lying about it. It goes on in the States all day, every day. Okay. Interpersonally exploitive for their own gain. That shit is happening in the dating game. Hard. It's one of the reasons why the guys are kind of opting out of the dating thing because on the woman's side, they're being interpersonally exploited for their own gain. And I'm pretty sure that for women, they see it the same way with guys. That, well, guys don't really gain anything from being in a relationship with women but sex. But maybe they see that as the gain and because you're not gaining any money. To me, the man don't really gain anything. That's where I see it. You don't really gain anything from being in it. You gonna be she's gaining because money's gonna change hands. Now she has kids for you, you gaining in that way, but that's about it. It's still tied down to sex. So arrogance. That's very much easy. See, the fast food worker people are the best ones. Best one to explain this with. That's arrogance, bro. And it's not the only job, but it's the easiest one to because there's other ones that's doing it, saying we need this, we should be getting this. But the thing is, if you want to get that, you should get a better job. Waitress and stuff like that too. That I'm not saying that you should not tip people. You shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying or whatever. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's kind of arrogant to think that people should be giving you money or they should give you this much, especially if you know what the economy is like. Now, but see, watch this. The service. This is the best sign of the arrogance and the doggone narcissism thing. They understand the economy, but it's fuck you before it's fuck them. You need to give me some more money because the economy is bad. Even though the economy, you see how it is. Narcissism is a win for the other person and a loss for you every time. It's always going to be that way. That's why nobody wants to do the dating thing because it looks like it's losing. The other person going to be winning the whole time. You're going to be losing. That's why nobody wants to do it. I'm telling y'all why. And this right here got to be the best breakdown of this shit and explaining how it is on the doggone internet right now. Because I'm pretty sure nobody's done this. So y'all make sure y'all hit like, subscribe, and share. I need them likes and them shares and the subscribes, okay? Don't ask for money, but I do ask for those. Thank you very much. Lacking empathy. People in America don't give a damn about nobody else but themselves. I just got done explaining the thing with the server. I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? It shows through those things, the servers, the doggone fast food people. It's showing through stuff like that. It's not just relationships. It's this narcissism thing is showing through almost everything in the United States. I'm just using some of these other few things as small examples because I know people understand these. Lack empathy. I'm a server, so you should tip me more because the economy is bad. Now, the economy is bad, meaning you got less money in your pocket. I don't give a fuck about that. You need to put something in mine. That's lacking empathy for you. You can't say that it's not. And this is male and female. It's happening on both sides. All right, must be admired. Here's another thing about people in America. You can't say anything bad about anybody in America. You can't. You say something bad about them of us going off on your ass. Can't walk away from it. They got to have the admiration, y'all. A lot of people in America and this Western world, that's why the dating thing don't work. Because see this thing right here, it can't fit with that traditional value shit. We're about to get into the next part of this right here, right now. Okay, now I just read off the narcissistic traits, and most people, if you don't know anything about narcissism, I had to do a little reading on myself. It's gonna wind up being a situation where one person's crushing another person. All right. So if you start looking at feminism and you start looking at how they want things to be, it will be all in the woman's favor, and the men will get no favor at all. That's why men are fighting back against that. But it's also deep rooted down into all the aspects of society, like we just got done explaining. And you see it hardcore in dating. Now, if you take the red pill manosphere type stuff and you turn this and you look at that towards women, women probably won't take the odds those guys are giving them because it's going to put the woman in a compromising situation. Nobody wants that. Both of those things, all of those things are full of very much a lot of narcissism. People don't like when I say stuff like that, but it is. You can sit there and you watch the guys and you can watch them talk to the women and talk, and you know what? They're asking for this, and this. But what they get back to the other side is really nothing. It's just the honest truth of it. Doing this way made it easier for me to deal with people in America when I'm in the States and stuff. Because sometimes I go outside the country and stuff like that. And I'm gonna start doing that a lot more once this guy get out of doggone school and shit like that. But I'm a single dad. But I'm a single dad. But yeah. But it made it easier for me to deal with people because this is what I started doing. When I start seeing somebody presenting a situation where they're gonna be winning, I'm gonna be losing, I go ahead and go from that situation. And I don't try to explain. And this is what I would tell both sides. If you're a man listening to this right now, if you're a woman listening to this right now, once somebody starts presenting a situation where you're going to be losing and they're going to be winning, it's time to go. And there should not be, you don't have to explain. I don't explain either. I don't explain. The reason why I don't explain is because since I see it coming from this point of view of these narcissistic traits and narcissism, one thing I know about narcissistic people, you ain't gonna explain shit to them. That's why you can't explain nothing to the feminists. That's why the red pill in the manosphere, the women can't explain anything to them. You can't because we just got done going over these traits. These people are so self entitled and that uh-uh. So they are representing you the situation. That's going to stay that way. They don't change either. They don't change. That way you have people be in relationships for years and come out on the other end of it and the same thing still going on that happened in the beginning. because these people type of people don't change either. So you got to kind of look at that when you out here dealing with this stuff and you dealing with people. The best solution to it, because I always try to give solutions in my videos, is that the minute somebody, be you man or woman, the minute the other party starts presenting anything that's putting you in a compromising situation, now you can tell them, no, I ain't doing that, and see if they change their mind about it. But you do gotta understand this. You just got tried. Look, man, the thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I do with this is this right here. Okay, look, the minute you gotta explain basic human decency to the other person, there's a problem. This problem, this problem, because the other person lacks empathy for you. I'm telling you, it's there. You don't have to explain basic human decency to people that ain't narcissistic. You don't have to. It's gonna come natural. It's gonna come natural because they're not gonna because people are good. You treat them good, they're gonna treat you good back. And people that care about you have empathy for you, which is one of the main things down here that we just looked at. Is a lot of that is empathy and caring about other people. We had to go over several different situations. We was talking about it where the other person just don't give a fuck about the other person. That's a lot of what's happening. Okay, if you ever watch any of these videos by these passport bros or these people that travel, the main thing they talk about when they're in these other countries is like you could be out in public and there's a sense of togetherness and stuff like that because people care about other people and everybody else. But when you're in America, you don't get that. You got a bunch of this junk going on. But the best way for you to keep yourself, because everybody in America ain't that way, but it's a lot of people that's that way. You know what I found out mostly about narcissism that it comes from people being in a survival mode, especially early in life. So the most of your people that grew up in survival mode probably gonna have this issue, and you gotta know that when you're out there dealing with people. So and it's really gonna show itself. Like in most cases, it's gonna show itself. Like I say, like guys, ladies, guys, listen, listen to Uncle right here, cause we finna get out of here on this, and I don't want to keep it too long. We already went over the traits. We went over why is that way. We talked about how, you know what I'm saying, is in society and it's in the dating and stuff. We talked a little bit about how if you take feminism, look at it, it becomes one way. You take red pill, manosphere, all this junk, it becomes one way. But instead of seeing all those variables, you gotta just know you're dealing with this one thing right here. And you can walk away from it every time you see it. It's gonna show itself every time. It's gonna show itself in a way of a situation where you are not gonna be treated respectfully and the other person's gonna win. Guys, you wanna know how you're gonna see it? I'm gonna tell you guys how they're gonna see it. I'm gonna tell women how they're gonna see it. Guys, this is how you're gonna see it. If you going into this situation and it's already been made known to you, or you get the feeling of you want to just pretty much be a big walking ATM, you got to pay bills, you got to do all this junk, and the other person really ain't putting too much back into it, you probably dealing with a bad situation right there. You're gonna see it. They're gonna be saying it. The guys be saying it to the women. That's why guys can't understand how women get tricked all the time because you know that these guys when you're talking to them, you know what's getting said in most cases. And you probably didn't get told there's gonna be no relationship because most guys not doing that. They don't want to be in one. They're not gonna tell you there's one. Now you may let yourself believe that it's one. See that's kind of where it comes into. But if both sides don't let yourself believe nothing, believe what's in front of your face, and you'll be able to deal better with dating in America and the Western world because you'll get rid of the majority of people you're gonna come across, man or woman, gonna be narcissistic jokers. I'm just telling you the truth about America. It is what it is. So y'all drop the comments, let me know what y'all think about this. Let's start the conversation and see what you think. You think that narcissism is playing a big part in the dating thing in America? Because I think so. So if you haven't by now, hit the like button on there. get subscribed so you can join the conversation and let me know what you think in the comments. All right, I'm gonna be out of here on this one. I hope this helped some people. If it did, let me know. Stars down to y'all. This is that Go Hard to Go Home channel. And I'm out of here on this one, y'all. Peace.